What up, boys? We are back working on the Em1. It's looking really, really good. We got the bolts back, and I'll tell you what we did. We went with nickel plate. I'll show you guys. We got a ton of bolts. Got a lot of stuff back from powder coat. We put a little bit of the car together. That's why I'm gonna show you guys right now what the car looks like. We got some tail lights in. My brother dyed the carpet black. It looks really good. Painted the back of it. It looks amazing. We still have a ton of work left to do.
What we have here, we use tenable bed liner in case anybody gets the car, they want to throw stuff in the trunk. You know, it's durable. It'll handle whatever you throw at it. And I kind of wanted to keep it the same color as the car. I didn't want to do black in the trunk, obviously. We kept the sound deadening in there. A lot of you guys know that own Hondas, especially K-series, they rattle a lot. And you don't really want to take the sound deadening out because it just creates like drone and you can hear everything pretty much inside the car.
What else got done? So we put the tail lights in. We still have to, we have brand new Honda emblems, brand new SI one, but those are like the finishing touches. We have all brand new moldings for this car, roof ones. Oh, you guys put the roof ones on already?
Yeah.
We have to put the dual overhead decals back on the side. Interior's kind of getting there. They put the back cover back on, the rear plastic quarter panels back on. The interior's still completely apart.
The pillar plastics are in. Not really touch anything in the engine bay.
Yeah, the engine bay is still, because we have to put the engine in. The engine for this car is complete. I don't know if you guys go check out the last video. We completed the full engine for this car, so it's all pretty much ready to drop in, I think, besides the engine harness. But nothing really happened here in the engine bay except the S2000 Master. We got it up. We're gonna put the brake booster in tomorrow. All the brake lines already ran. All the bolts for everything. I'm gonna show you guys the bolts that we have. We got them nickel plated. Look at all these bolts. Instead of zinc, we went with nickel. It looks really good. They're all brand new. Powder coated the brake booster. We even powder coated the half shaft, which looks great. Look at that half shaft. And then my favorite part about the build so far is the subframe. Subframe and the manual rack. So we got an EG manual rack with the EG subframe with all brand new hardware. We did the NRG bushing. That looks super good. And obviously all brand new hardware here on the mount. We're gonna put this in tomorrow. We got brand new tie rod ends, inners, outers, and so that can go on. We can put the axles. They actually put the suspension, like they bolted it up. I'm hoping we get spindles on the car tomorrow. We really, really wanna make it a roller. We got brand new K-tuned K1 coils, so you guys see those? In my opinion, K-tuned K1 coils are the best street coilovers you can get. They're not too soft and they're not too stiff. I have them on my personal car. They ride amazing. So we have a ton of work left on our plate. Yo, man, what's the plan for tomorrow?
Honestly, we're probably gonna hang the subframe, mount the brake booster to finish up the rest of the brake lines that are left in the front. But the rest of the car is pretty much plumbed up.
What everybody wants to know is when the motor is going in. That's my favorite part of the build.
Motor. Possibly tomorrow.
Possibly?
Yeah.
All right, boys, so that's gonna be it for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Before I go home, guys, what a fucking nightmare. Just what a nightmare. What a nightmare. Like, I don't even know why we do this. Good morning, boys. Today, we might put the K-swap in the Em1 today. But first, I'll show you guys a little bit what we started with. We only got a little bit of stuff done. We got the rear low control arms on. Those things look amazing. ASR subframe brace bolted in. Got the new K-tuned camber kit in the back. And we're just waiting to put the trailing arms on. But we decided we're just gonna put the motor in because we put the subframe in this morning and we was like, oh, we don't wanna put the spindles on unless we get the axles to go on. But if you guys remember in the last video, the motor was already completely together. We pulled it out of the corner today. Wow, this engine looks great. Look at the half shaft. Like, attention to detail on this engine is crazy. We bought a brand new bracket from Honda for the shift cables. Everything on this engine is brand new. We're waiting for the boys decided to do electric water pump kit. So I'm gonna find out what alternator we need to run with this, and then the bracket bolts up here with the electric water pump. And then that's pretty much it. But we're gonna put the engine in just like this. I'll show you guys what we did in the engine bay. The boys put in the subframe with the rack is completely on now. You guys seen this yesterday, it was on the table. What else do you guys do?
Both of the motor mount brackets.
The mounts look
good in gloss black, right?
Yeah, they look like really good. So the boys refinished these. They usually come black, but this is a gloss black. Like, actually looks really good in the bay. And you guys see the rack. The rack's completely bolted in with all new hardware. Wow.
Brake boosters in.
Yeah, the booster, actually, everything.
Brand new master.
The black accents The black accents in the bay like set everything off. So what's the plan for today?
Motor's gonna go in.
Motor's going in?
Motor and then the rear trailing arms. I will show you guys this since it's not really a secret anymore.
What do we got over here?
We have a 5-lug, baby.
Okay.
You know what 5-lug means, right? Better selection of wheels.
5-lug just means more money on wheels, bigger brake kit. That's what that means.
That's what they want. You want to give them nice wheels, right?
Honestly, what's your favorite part? What do you think your favorite part of build is gonna be? Interior?
It's hard.
I don't know. This looks amazing. Probably the clean.
I think the engine bay.
The engine bay?
Yeah, because this is gonna be a little bit different than what we usually do. You know.
This is a lot different. Look at all the bolts, though. I don't know if I showed you guys in the previous one, but this is probably. If you were to buy these bolts at Honda, how much would it cost? These are OEM Honda bolts, just to show you guys. Like, this is a training bolt right here. It's OEM. But how much would this cost at Honda?
Couple grand, maybe like 4 or 5 grand.
I think
each one of these bolts is at least
probably like $7.
$15.
I think 7 to 15.
Subframe, right?
Yeah, subframe. Yeah.
Average between say $5 to $15 a bolt.
And look at all the 10s. Like, not all of them are brand new.
That's a couple $100.
All right. So the plan today, we're gonna get the engine in.
Yes. Definitely gonna put the motor in.
This is like super exciting. You guys get hype. We're putting the engine in the Em1. It's a full 2.4. If you guys haven't seen, full 2.4. Got Type S oil pump kit, Type S transmission. Basically like the same engine setup that we put in the red EG, but we're putting it in the Em1. We put all brand new hardware on the trans case, brand new hardware on the trans mount. All the trans case bolts are brand new. All the training bolts are new. Literally everything on this engine is brand new. Even water neck, like you name it, it's new. Like even the valve cover we got brand new from ktuned. These valve covers are dope because you can run a catch can. It has a breather here on this side and a breather here on this side. And we got all the hybrid racing stuff for the top. But let's get this engine rolled underneath the car and get it bolted in. This is like
where this car has came.
The way, every time we put an engine in a car, it's great. Like it's awesome. It's like me putting the engine into a car every time for the first time. We good under there? Alright, we're gonna grab the mounts, put them in. The mounts are gonna go on the lower setting.
Can't rush that. Stand back a little bit. Show them like the view of how it's gonna look somewhat, you know, until we bolt it up. But yeah, I'm gonna bolt the mounts in.
You know what I really like that you guys did, Jordan did also the carbon block offs that he did for the holes. That looks really good. That's not finished yet because we still have to do some stuff. We have a block off for the AC hole and the wire harness hole. So
I'm excited.
you excited?
Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously we do a lot of case swaps, but every time you put a motor in the car, that's like the most exciting part of a build, you know?
Someone said we need to do something different besides case swaps, but why do you do case swaps?
The thing is, it's the best bang for the buck, you know? Like the B series, like right now, also Type R engines are expensive, right? What are they going for? About like $5-6 grand for a complete swap, maybe a little bit more. A K series, you go to the junkyard, buy a TSX motor for $1,000, buy a nice transmission for what, $1,000-$1,500?
Yeah, you're right.
You know, so it's a little cheaper there, but you know, obviously you spend money on the parts when you're buying the parts. But the end result is going to probably make somewhere around like 220 to 240, which is a lot more power than what a B series can make.
Exactly.
So, and it's plus it's a lot more fun driving.
And for the people that are saying, oh, we always do case swaps, like case swaps do not go together easy. Very, like, there's so many parts to these that we don't show every single bit, but there's a ton of work and parts that go to actually make a full swap, make this complete engine harness, sub harness, like header. There's so much parts here, but I think we got everything down packed. That's why you guys make it look easy.
It's easy, right? Like, I think OEM build, like rebuilding a car and putting a B16 back in, like that build is easy because everything just bolts right into place. This custom stuff, it takes a lot longer. All the cars might have K series, but every car is completely different. It depends on how you route the fuel lines, shift cables. Like you can build all the cars completely different, you know?
And even going down to every single bolt, just getting the bolts alone correct is just a process. Like, I need you guys to really realize what's going on here, right? Just look at everything here that's on the floor. And imagine this car is gonna be running, I wanna say, in a few weeks, right? And that's like pretty damn near impossible for a lot of people to do. Like, look at this car's put it like this car is stripped. Like, if we would have bought a car from the junkyard with nothing in it, this is exactly what this car is right here. Like, completely stripped. So just imagine the amount of work that's going in here. All the moldings, all these doors have to be ripped back apart to put all the new trim, molding, stuff like that. So there's so much work involved that it's so hard to get everything on camera. But we build the car, we show you guys how it comes in, and you guys see the end result.
It's definitely a process though, but honestly, we love doing this. We love building cars. We love K-Series. But I know a lot of you guys always say build different stuff. Like, we just started the YouTube channel. We have plenty of engines. Every car is gonna be completely different, from built motors, turbos, nitrous. Like, we're just getting started. So.
Yeah, YouTube, we are a brand new channel, so you remember, just stay with us. We have B-Series turbo cars. We literally have everything, nitrous cars, but just stay tuned on the channel. There's a bunch of cars that we have. So.
Drag cars, we have a B-Series car over there. We have another front-wheel drive B-Series. So you guys will see a lot of stuff as the channel carries on. So.
What they want to know is what color. We always ask you guys what color valve cover. You keeping black?
Yeah, black.
Black. Did you?
So every car you want to kind of pick a theme, and kind of stick to. So this one's just gonna be black and silver. It just flows really well,
Did you see the rear suspension?
Did you show them the rear suspension?
I showed them, but did you see it?
Yeah.
It looks those rear lower control arms though. I like
new Skunk too. They're really dope.
I know a lot of you guys don't like Skunk, but Skunk does make some really dope products, especially the new products that are out right now. I'll show you guys like underneath how it looks in the back. Like, these control arms might be my favorite control arms out right now. So these are brand new Skunk 2. I think they just came out with them, but I'm not sure, because we usually have like the ones we used to get just have the holes in them. But these control arms have spherical in them, and they have rubber bushings, so they look amazing. Like I said, ktuned K1s we got on here, ktuned camber kit. All the bolt holes were retapped. Like the hardware, like literally, like I said, down to everything, all the hardware, all the nuts, everything on this build. Like, they even painted everything, all the brackets, forks. It's a lot of work left here.
There's a lot of Honda parts still have to go on, OEM parts.
Oh, we didn't even get to that side yet.
There's so much shit still left,
All right, boys, a few hours went by. The SI is starting to look like a car.
What the fuck did I tell you?
What'd you tell me?
What the fuck did I tell you?
What'd you tell me?
Check in the front.
Oh yeah.
What'd I tell you?
He did say that. He said the engine would be in today, and he wasn't lying. The engine is in. For the most part, we can now officially say we have a K-Swap Em1. The engine is completely in. All the mounts are in. Back one's in, you guys. And then we put the shift cables in. So we put the K-tuned fuel rail on. We have all the coil covers. We just have to put the harness first, but we're gonna leave the engine bay for a few days because we have a ton of stuff. We have to mount the radiator, header. We're waiting on some block off. So, matter of fact, can we show them the fender?
Shout out to Speed Factory.
Speed Factory Racing for the win. They have these nice finished bolts with these washers. So we're gonna use these just for the fenders and the hood. And then maybe a few of them for the front. We just don't know yet. But I'm gonna show you guys the shift box. That's like, the shift box in this car is super dope. So cables are on and the shift cables are ran. And then my brother got the carpet in today. And then he also put the belt moldings on. We still have to change this one, but we need power to roll the window down. Check this thing out.
You guys remember that carpet, right?
Yeah, the carpet was shit. Carpet looks good now. But check out that shift box. These shift boxes are super dope. Hybrid Racing. I think they make them in a few different colors. I think I've seen a gold one before too in one of the cars. But still, we have the dash left to put on, a bunch of wiring, and we're gonna have to mount the ECU somewhere. Fuse box is mounted, it's tucked. Brake lines are ran. What else we got? Oh, I didn't show them. The rear suspension.
Yeah.
Rear suspension is completely on?
Yeah, everything is bolted up.
So we got the 5-lug rear trailing arms completely bolted up. Camber kit's on, everything's on, it has energy bushings here. My brother's gonna get new rotors front and back. I don't.
But it's in now.
But the gas tank is 100% in, and we put the OEM mud guards back on, and then we also put the Honda badge decal. I'm gonna put the SI and the dual overhead ones, I think, at the end of the build. So I'm gonna end that video here. make sure to hit that subscribe button. We have a ton of work left to do on this Em1. I think we're probably gonna have maybe about 2 more weeks left of work. What do you think, 2 weeks?
It'll be around about next week.
Next week?
Like 2 weeks.
No.
It is 2 weeks. We still got a full week left. And next week, it'll probably be running by next Friday.
Drop in the comments if you think he's gonna get it running in a week from now. And you guys see how the car...
Today's day.
Today?
27th. Next Friday it'll be running.
Next Friday? I don't believe him.